Saul had returned from fighting the Philistines, and he learned that David and his men were hiding in the hills of En-Gedi. And so Saul gathered up 3,000 of his best soldiers, and they went off in pursuit of David. They had been riding for quite some time when Saul stopped his army. He told them, "Wait outside," and he went alone into a cave, for he had to relieve himself. Saul did not know that David and his men were camped in the back of this cave. David's guards came to him and they said, "This is the day when the Lord has said, 'I will deliver your enemy into your hands, and you can do with him as you please.'" David crept quietly forward, and then taking his knife, he cut off a corner of Saul's robe. He turned and went back to his men, but soon he was consumed with guilt. He said, "Lord, forbid that I should treat my king with such disrespect. I will not lay a hand upon him, for he is the Lord's anointed one." And then David held back his men and would not let them attack Saul, who then left the cave unharmed. David followed him out of the cave, and when they were both in the sunlight, David called out, "My lord, the king!" When Saul turned around, David bowed before him and prostrated himself upon the ground. And then he looked up at Saul and he said, "Why do you believe those who tell you that David is bent on harming you? You have seen with your own eyes today that the Lord delivered you into my hands in that cave. They were urging me to kill you, but I spared you. I said to them, 'I will not raise my hand against the king, for he is the Lord's anointed.'" And then David held up the corner of the robe, and he said, "My father, see, in my hand I hold the corner of your robe. I cut it off today in the cave. But I didn't harm you. That alone should prove I have no treason. I have no wrongdoing in my hands. I have not treated you wrong, but you are hunting me down and want to take my life. May the Lord God judge between us. May the Lord avenge our wrongs. But I will not raise my hand against you." An ancient proverb says, "From evildoers come evil deeds," and that is why I won't raise my hand. Against whom has the king of Israel come out? Who are you pursuing? A dog? A flea? No. May the Lord consider my cause and uphold it, and may he vindicate me by delivering me from your hands." When David had finished speaking, Saul said, "David, my son, is that your voice?" And Saul wept aloud. He said, "You have proven today that you are far more righteous than I. You have treated me well, and I have treated you badly. The Lord delivered me into your hands today, but you didn't kill me. What man finds his enemy and lets him walk away unharmed? May the Lord reward you for the kindness you have shown to me today. I know now you will be the king. I know now that Israel will be established in your hands. But promise me this. Promise me through the Lord Almighty that you will not kill off my descendants, nor will you banish my name from my father's family." David gave his oath to Saul, and Saul took his army and returned home, while David took his band of men and went to another stronghold.